rematch of that memorable Super Bowl 49 between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this one is incomplete.
Teams talk all the time about stretching the defense, and nothing stretches the field more than a deep ball. And I mean a deep ball. That one didn't connect, but certainly they'll be back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to keep this again. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Looking to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Second and 6. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. This is intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Second down and 5.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Nothing to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Seattle. 65 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them, because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Brought down at the 20. The Seahawks at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Second down and 8. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darrell Taylor. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll drop to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Here's Walker to start the drive. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about, Dust, all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are going to have it here just past the 25.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try the right side with Harris. And some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. A little juke. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Walker. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. And Walker once more.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Walker is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Walker once more. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority 1.
New England on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Patriots send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
72 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
2nd and 5. Up the middle, here's Walker.
Hopping over the top.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score it.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Walker with another carry.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for the Seahawks, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.
Blitz.